So now on to proclamations. And the first one is for National Gun Violence Survivors Week. And even though I'm there as the sponsor, I'd like for Commissioner Casada to read this one. I know that he's been involved in gun safety. I know that he conducted the community forum. So Commissioner Casada, would you read the proclamation, please, on National Gun Violence Survivors Week?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sure, it'd be my privilege. The Bernalillo County Board of Commissioners, whereas every year nearly 39,000 Americans are killed in acts of gun violence and nearly 85,000 more are shot and wounded, and whereas by early February, more Americans are killed with guns than are killed per countries in entire calendar years, and whereas a gun violence survivor is anyone who has personally experienced gun violence, whether you've witnessed an act of gun violence, been threatened or wounded with a gun, or had someone you know and cared for wounded or killed. Whereas forms of gun violence can include, but not limit to, gun suicides, gun homicides, domestic violence involving a gun, shooting by law enforcement, and the unintentional shootings. And whereas 58% of the American adults, including 68% of Black and Latino Americans, or someone they care for, has experienced gun violence in their lifetime, demonstrating the reach and the impact gun violence has in communities across America. And whereas firearms are the leading cause of death for children and teens, and whereas Americans in cities across the nation are working to end senseless violence by advocating for common sense gun safety legislation, and whereas by commemorating National Gun Violence Survivors Week on February 1st to February 7th, municipalities across America will raise awareness about gun violence and honor the lives stolen by gun violence. And whereas we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encouraging responsible gun ownership to help keep our communities safe. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Bernalillo County Board of Commissioners hereby declares February 1st to February 7th, 2021 to be National Gun Violence Survivors Week, and encourage all citizens to support their community's effort to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor and value human lives. Done this 26th day of January 2021 in Bernalillo County, state of New Mexico, and will be signed by all board of the county commissioners.